Hey everyone, Robin here at Placemaking Week 2025 in beautiful Reggio Emilia. The sun's out, clouds staying away. It was supposed to rain, knock knock on wood, on our good place bench, but it's not happening yet. We're here to be interviewing smart minds, interesting people, great ideas, celebrate placemaking and their efforts in creating, cities of the future. And we're here to have conversations with them. And next to me, I have.
Jammy. So I'm Jammy, originally from China, and now I live in Netherlands, Rotterdam, for 16 years. Don't speak fluent Dutch yet, and I'm studying urban management, and I'm urban strategist. I work full-time in architecture firm, but we feel so passionate about placemaking, so we started our small atelier called Spring Onion Atelier. Very easy to remember the name. 5 years ago, because this name just catches some smell, make people memorable.
It makes you smile, for sure.
Right,
Managed.
you did.
Spring Onion. Sure. Yeah. I saw it also, I think on Instagram, Spring Onion, so I had to think about it. I was like, what is this? What is this? And then I had to relate to you. Thanks for reaching out, because you did. You took the opportunity to say, hey, I would love to share our story on the Good Place Bench. You've also just hosted a session. What was the session about?
So our session, we design a lot of games by Spring Onion Atelier, and so today we're sharing one session also by 3 different games talking about elderly women's life. And basically what we did is, there are a lot of people thinking aging is a problem, is a general universal issue, but this gender lens was always missing. And particularly when we talk about women's rights and particularly in the workplaces. But we never thought what's the consequences if we're not solving those equities for the later stages. Because as a woman myself, I will be there as elderly women one day. I worry about myself and my mom and aunties and all those things. So what we did is we're not doing a completely new research, but we want to make this complexity discussion into something more engaging. So we designed 3 games. And the first one is more like puzzle of the numbers. So we capture the data, like hardcore data from the internet, different researches from 4 countries. So we're looking to Netherlands, but also China, Ethiopia, and Italy, which is quite well representative with the difference for the context. And so those data are quite shocking in a way, but we want to make it more like a puzzle so people can interact with the data and to get insights. So that's the first game we designed. And then we have second one, because we focus on those 4 countries, we also collaborate with different institutes and allowing them to interview some elderly ladies. And then we collect about 12 stories in total, and we kind of design them into an interactive fiction.
12 different people as well?
But only 4 we selected. It was a little bit struggle to have all kind of like equal information for all of them. So we select 4 out of 12 to make them as an interactive fiction. And as you see in our session later, like earlier here, we ask the participant to sit around and to really like old lady to suing for making life choices for them. And they were like, basically you are by suing, you are experiencing the women's life in a different continents, different contexts. And by doing them, you see sometimes you reach to a dead end. So frustrating. And sometimes you find this, or it seems like I have a lot of choices, but I end up the same place. It's also very frustrating. So by having this game, we want to bring this perspective and make people actually, by playing the game, to feel the frustration and to have the empathy. So that's
And who's playing the game?
So today we luckily have a very diverse group. So we have a lot of people from Netherlands, luckily, and we also have people from Africa, South Africa, and also from like Poland. And so they bring the different cultures, and we engage in very interesting discussions.
But ages, all ages.
All ages, because the game I think is also very smart to engage with the younger generation who can still make changes. That's the kind of hope
Yeah.
we have.
But the game is focused on aging, elderly, older persons.
So we're telling their stories, but we want the younger generation or younger women to be aware of these stories and how their life decisions made could have impact for their later lives, you know. So it's quite an interesting way of doing
And what's the
it.
tie-in with placemaking then as a game? Is this game played in public space?
Yeah, so like when we sit down and we have conversations, in total we keep the game part really short, like 20 minutes, but we're allowing more moments for the discussions and sharing the different knowledge. When they play it, you also hear interesting conversations happening before, like between the participants, and that's what we want to see. Yeah. In total, it's 75 minutes, of course, for the whole session. So we do a little bit of background briefing and instruction for playing the game, and then we play it, and then we rediscuss again to see if any changes.
How was the response just now?
It was really good. We accidentally extend our session for another 30 minutes because everyone is so engaging into the conversation.
Would have been like the. Are there some outtakes you can share from the workshop?
I think.
Responses?
Yeah, I think like everyone realized it's a really broad topic, and this has impact on both spatial, financial, social, cultural. They are so complicated, but I think the key takeaway is they feel having a game, first of all, is very fun to play, but also is really a good tool or format to continue this conversation. So after the session, there are a lot of people coming to us saying, we want to collaborate, we want to bring this game somewhere else, and we really want to make changes out of it. It's not only, okay, now we're using the game to start conversation, but it should not stop there. So that's basically, like, for me, really inspirational. Like, we have such a group really believing it and making changes. The sad part is we only have ladies joining the session. So
Yeah. I thought so. That's why I was not invited.
you should do it next time and bring a different group. I think it's good, and we need that as well.
So your games are actually conversation starters.
Yes.
Almost.
Yeah, like icebreakers, and to also because we bring like different cultural backgrounds, so there were also like aha moment for someone probably in Netherlands have privilege.
Yeah.
But then we're like, oh, I take it for granted to be an independent woman and just move into senior housing after a certain age. But in some of the country or like other contexts, it's not the case. So yeah, it's also very good to have that aha moment.
Are there any? I mean, of course, we have to play the game. Any other differences you want to share?
Differences in terms of
Culture.
I think one shocking fact. I origin from China, so I could share that like women in China retire at 55, and men retired at 65. So there are 10 years gap. But what it also means, like when they recruit women, it will have impact. And also those 10 years gap explains basically women are expected to be a grandma taking care of the children or grandchildren and at that age. So this kind of caregiving from cultural but also in the policy status quo is very harsh. And I see other countries work differently, but I think for me, because my background is urban management, so I'm very sensitive to those policies, how powerful it could impact in every aspect, even it's just the number. Yeah.
Interesting. Huh? That's also how you learn different cultures and how they apply to it. Interesting. But okay, so this is the icebreaker.
Yes.
A lot of anticipation, a lot of excitement. What is the dream?
The dream for this project, we have a lot of dreams, apparently. We're passionate for all the things, is to actually have more volunteers globally to join us, to interview their grandma, mom, aunties, to collect their stories.
Okay.
And then we could have all those stories kind of like change into an interactive online game. So everyone could feel the struggles they have and also to have those cross-generational conversations I think this is kind of like a long-term dream. But anyway, I'm taking the chance to give this invitation to many. So,
Everybody watching? Yeah.
yes, please contact us.
You want to interview, volunteer and interview and film? I would love to.
Yes, yes.
What's the minimum age?
That's a very tricky question. Because
in China, I mean, 55 is...
Yeah, but it wasn't easy to determine an age for what do you mean elderly women.
When are you
It's
aging?
very challenging.
When are you aging?
Is it a number? Is it like health condition, or is it like cognitive feelings? Or ladies should decide if I'm elderly women or not. So it's very controversial. And us, we're just being a little bit taking this clean, bureaucratic, please don't blame us approach, saying retirement is the age we set for elderly women. But actually, no, I wouldn't say is the absolute answer.
No, I mean, if they in China go by 55,
Yeah. It's so young, isn't it? I know.
different than in the Netherlands.
Yeah, definitely. I think Netherlands now moved to 67. So, yeah, but also 67 is energetic.
Yeah,
You
exactly.
can still do a lot of things.
Okay, one dream is volunteers, but what's next? You want to find solutions?
Yeah. So also, I think the beautiful thing for having our session with different parties is we already start to get invitations for other sessions and specific site or cities to make this project into, let's say, senior or elderly women friendly city. So you can actually find a site to test it out, what it means having those conversations in terms of design.
Yeah. Interesting. Conversations, huh?
Yeah.
Power of conversations. I feel we have something in common here.
Yeah, I see you thinking and
Yeah,
nodding.
like nodding. My head also is like
Spinning. That's
spinning.
great.
Yeah, I think maybe pivot and only talk to elderly people.
Yeah, no. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe, you never know. Yeah. But we
Um,
really would love to try out this game with men.
Yeah.
That would be the first step to go. So
I can sign. You can sign me up.
yeah. Challenge accepted. Perfect.
In Rotterdam.
In Rotterdam or Den Haag.
Okay.
Wherever fits.
Good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Fun. I like it. I love it. I love the game. I love the game aspect as well, because especially when it comes to placemaking, it's very much about designing space or streets and so on. You know, and now it's like an activity in a space
Yeah.
that is engaging, that helps people connect, learn. You educate them,
Yeah.
and you send them home with like a little buggy in their heads.
Yeah,
They're
yeah,
like,
exactly.
whoa.
Yeah. At the very beginning, we want our session set up at the playground for the kids. Because usually, like, kids are the centers. These are like kids are the future. Everyone is talking about designing facilities or services for them, and grandma just the group of people watching like outside of the circle and outside of the center, right? It's also telling the situation I think like elderly women are facing right now, and we were like we should have this conversation happening in the playgrounds. Make them center again, you know? They're not like getting old and you should never be relevant for any changes for the city. It should not be the case, at least to me.
I saw that on your flyer for the event, for the workshop, I
Right.
think. So that's why I started talking
Yeah.
about playgrounds, because it was listed there. Now I can
Yes.
recall. Yeah. Hey, I'm gonna. We come to the end of the episode.
Yes.
I wanna. I always close off an episode with asking you, how would you define a good place, or what is a good place for you? Yeah. This is out of your game bubble.
True.
But it's part of our format. It's part of our game.
Of course. I'm following the rules.
So, how would you describe good place, or what is a good place to you?
I think a good place, definitely inclusive, is the keywords for me and what I'm trying to fight for. The diversity, and basically I think this is the term using in Netherlands, like a place for all.
Yeah.
As simple as that. It sounds very simple, but I want to add one extra aspect to that. It's like a place for all in their perceived way.
In their perceived way.
Yes. So it's not like planners, you define this is the place for all. No, you have to ask everyone, is it? That's really crucial, I think.
So in relation to this event's theme about designing cities for all,
Yes, yeah.
perceived for all.
Perceived for all as well. And you have to ask to get the true answers, not for bureaucratic process to have the answers, but really listen. Okay,
Dankjewel.
thank you. Dank u wel.
See you in Rotterdam for the game.
Yeah,
Thank you for your time.
thank you.
And I'm going to share for everyone who wants to sign up to become a volunteer interviewer. Sign up below. I'll add a link there if you already have a sign up form. And thanks for your time, guys. From Reggio Emilia, I say ciao and talk to you soon.
Ciao, ciao, tot ziens.
Doei!